How much protein can you absorb in one meal? This study answers exactly that. So, they studied whether muscle building response to protein, does it plateau after consuming 25 gram protein and the rest of the protein is getting wasted, or if you increase that to 100 gram protein, do you get a much better and a greater anabolic response? The study conducted was a randomized controlled trial, which is the best form of studies conducted. They had 36 healthy participants, mostly active men, and after a full body workout, resistance workout, consumed 0 gram protein, 25 gram protein, and 100 gram milk protein. And they measured through isotope tracers. So basically, these isotope tracers can be like GPS trackers on the protein drink and also on the body's protein stores. So they understand where that protein exactly went. Was it getting just utilized for energy, or was it getting used for muscle protein synthesis? And they measure the response over a 12-hour period. And in the next part, we'll understand the key takeaways from this study. Now let's discuss the key takeaways. So 100 gram protein led to a much bigger and a longer response, and there was no plateau. So if you consume, let's say, 50 gram of protein, it is much better than consuming 25 gram of protein. Remember, this is in every single meal that we're talking. Secondly, there was no amino acid oxidation. That means there was no wastage of proteins. Some people think that, if you consume 60 gram protein in a meal, then only 25 gram is getting absorbed, the remaining is getting wasted. The study did not find any relation like that. Thirdly, this study was, now earlier studies were conducted over 4 to 6 hours. Like they measured how much protein is getting absorbed over 4 to 6 hours. This one was covering 12 hours. Fourth point is there is a dose response relationship. That means more the protein in a single meal, the better the response was. Now with every study there are some drawbacks, and there are with this one as well. Remember when we were talking about the people who we are studying, they are active men, not older adults, not females, not other populations. So this could be different in different populations, and that's one of the drawbacks. Secondly, these are acute changes. You are only studying it over 12 hours. You never know that consuming this much protein actually led to greater muscle protein synthesis over the months or years. Thirdly, can you really digest 100 gram protein or 60 gram protein in a single meal? Not really, because you might face bloating issues, and people are facing issues with 20 gram protein. So what is 50 gram protein? Fourthly, now when this study was conducted, we took these active men, but it was post-exercise. So that is also a point that you need to consider. It was not like, these people were just sitting at home and consuming this much protein. They had a full body workout session, and only then they consumed this. The takeaway is simple, that 25 gram protein is not the ceiling. It is more than 25 gram protein. So if you're consuming 40 to 50 gram protein in every single meal, it's completely advisable. I would generally split my protein intake over 40, 40, 40. So if my goal is 120 gram protein, I have 40 gram in the morning, 40 gram in the lunch, and 40 gram in the dinner. That's a better way of looking at this results from these studies. So we'll be covering more breakdowns. I hope you liked this video. Share it, and if you have any comments about it, do let me know.